I'm giving my tribute speech today on my grandfather. He's very special to me. His name is Jerry Kendall, and he was born here in Provo, Utah. He was the youngest of 5 children. He had 4 brothers and 1 sister. He had a very mean, drunk father, and he used to keep his liquor and hide his liquor and his drinks in the tank of their toilet in the bathroom in order to hide it from his wife. His mom used to take them to church in order to offset the bad example that their father would set for them, and she eventually divorced him. My grandfather was a cook in the Korean War. My mother's siblings used to always laugh at the recipe cards that they found that used to be his. It would say serves 100 or yields 150 cookies or things like that. That was in bulk, a bulk recipe. My mother said that she never ever heard my grandfather yell. He never yelled at them, and she said he would always tell them that he was disappointed in them and the choice that they had made. And she said that always hurt more than if he would have just yelled at them. My grandfather can't say his R's very well. It's a very funny story about that. My mom remembers them driving up to the gas station and pulling up to the pump, and he would tell the pump attendant to fill up with Wegawo because he couldn't say his R's very well. That's what he sounded like. He's always spoken like that. He was always a teaser. He always liked to tease us. We used to play games, and he would tease me and I would cry. My mom would say, you just need to tease him back. Just tease him back. So I would, in an effort to tease him back. And so that's our game now, is we always tease each other about everything. And I remember seeing a family video once. I was 2 years old, and I believe it was something on TV I was dancing to, and he was right next to me dancing just the way I was, and it was really funny to see. And he always has a special bond with each one of his grandkids. When I was 11, my grandparents went to serve a mission in Des Moines, Iowa, and they did really well there, playing a huge part in building one of the branches. His eyes started to go bad, and he had a few health complications while on the mission. And he came back and found out he had glaucoma. And so right now his eyes, he can't see very well out of one eye, and the other one is blurry. So his vision is very minimalized. When he returned from his mission, after he found out about the glaucoma, he was also, he ended up being called as bishop of their ward. And so he spent a few years being the bishop of their ward, regardless of what his eyes were doing. He also was always very good at serving others. He's always taken care of the widows that live on their street. He goes around each Sunday night and puts out all the garbage cans of all the older people and makes sure that they are all on the street so that they get picked up, and then he goes around in the morning after they've been picked up and puts them all away for them, even though he can't see very well. And there's been a few times that he's fallen while doing that, and we all worry about him, but he's always been very service oriented, and I hope that one day I can end up to be like that. I can take that into my life and have somebody realize that about me, that I was very service oriented. He's been a great example to me in my life, and that is my tribute speech.